Good evening, everybody, and a very warm welcome, everyone, to this session on Soul Sensei. My name is Simita, and I'm Team Soul Sensei. I will be here for you throughout the session in case you need any kind of assistance. Just drop a message in the chat box, and I will take care of you. Before we go ahead and before I introduce your leader for today, how about I see some of the faces on my screen? Because right now I can only see the black boxes. It'll be nice to have some faces visible on my screen so it doesn't feel like I'm talking to a computer. It feels like I'm talking to human beings. Great. Thank you, Shraddha, Hina, Pooja, for turning your video on. Thank you, Shefali. All right, before we go ahead, I would like to take this moment, especially for people who are new to Soul Sensei, and to let you know that our goal here at Soul Sensei is to make sure that each and every session is a safe and a supportive space where you can ask freely, share openly, and receive abundantly, and leave from the session feeling lighter, calmer, and happier. To introduce your leader for today, Kanupriya Verma. She's a soulful spiritual guide with deep insight into ancient wisdom, symbolism, and the subtle forces behind creation. Kanupriya brings clarity and reverence to timeless teachings, helping seekers deepen their connection with knowledge, intuition, and inner awareness. In today's enlightening session, Kanupriya will take you on a journey into the essence of Ma Saraswati, the divine embodiment of wisdom, creativity, and the unfolding of unconsciousness. This session blends spiritual understanding with practical reflection, inviting you to reconnect with the source of your inner clarity and creative expression. And I hope you thoroughly enjoy today's session. With that, I hand it over to you, Kanupriya.
Thank you, Smita. Hello, everyone. It's lovely to see beautiful faces here. It would be really amazing if all of us could be on the camera because it helps in creating the energy field for the session as well. If it's possible for everyone to do that, it will be really helpful. And hi, Sonal. And Smita has already given a beautiful introduction for me. Thank you for that. So I'm not gonna take a lot of time in that because we only have about 30 minutes today, which is going to be a brief introduction about what we'll actually be experiencing tomorrow in a guided shamanic journeying session. So I'll give you a glimpse of that today so that you understand what shamanism is all about, what this practice is all about, and how this practice can actually enable us and allow us to connect with energetic fields of divine beings like Goddess Saraswati, amongst many other uh, divine beings. So, before we get into any kind of information, I would just invite you to just sit comfortably and close your eyes. And just arrive into this present moment by tuning into your breath. Just observe how your breathing is. Is it deep? Is it shallow? Are you breathing all the way down to your abdomen, or is your breath until your chest? Without judging it, just meet yourself where you are. Now, as you tune into your breath, I invite you to take your attention to the base of your spine. We carry so much of weight, so much of tension with us. Before we enter into this practice, we are going to be doing a gentle release exercise so that we come into the space empty and clear. Just take your attention to the base of your spine and visualize that there are roots growing from the base of your spine and going all the way down into the earth. You can visualize what color these roots are, what is the texture like, how thick or how long these roots are. Whatever comes to you, just allow that to come to your awareness. And as you feel the support of earth beneath you, supporting your physical body, trust that Mother Earth can also take care of your worries, your emotional weight, your mental weight. And you can allow all of this anxiety, fear, weight, anything that you're carrying from the day that has passed, or the week or the month that has passed, to slowly move down to the surface of the earth through these roots. These roots are like channels to connect you with Mother Earth. With each inhale, feel the presence of these roots, and with each exhale, allow for your emotional weight, any burden, any heaviness that you're carrying, to gently pass down. As you sit connected with the presence of earth, now I invite you to take your attention to the center of your heart. And you can place one hand, if you like, on your heart space and just feel the beating of your heart. Just feel the pulse. This pulsing that you can feel is life flowing through you. It's the presence of life. And in any moment when we feel disconnected from ourselves, when we feel disconnected from life, we can always come back to this. And as you feel this pulsing of your heart, I invite you to visualize a soft, white, golden light that is glowing gently right in the center of your heart. And as you have emptied yourself of the heaviness that you were carrying, now visualize this white light slowly spreading into your entire chest, through your shoulders, down to your arms, to your fingers, up through your neck, to your face, to your forehead, and down through your stomach, through your hips, through your thighs, knees, ankles, all the way down to your tiniest toe. This presence of light is pure awareness that you always have within you. And as you sit in the presence of this light, feel that this light is slowly spreading from the center of your heart to your entire room, entire space that you're sitting in, illuminating everything around you from within you, reminding you that the source of light is already within you, and the presence of divine rests in your heart space. As you sit in that presence, just feel how the energy is flowing through your entire body. Is your breathing deeper now, lighter, easier? Are you feeling lighter than when you entered the session? And I want to share, we all have an idea of what Goddess Saraswati represents, symbolizes. She's known as the goddess of knowledge, of art, of wisdom. She's known as the consort of Lord Brahma. But she is Shakti herself. She is the living, creative intelligence that flows through everything in our world, in nature, that we can see. We can feel her presence in the songs of the birds, in the flow of water, in the way a tree moves, in the way a flower blossoms, in the way your own voice uniquely expresses itself. Everything that we can see, touch, hear in form has this living creative intelligence flowing through it. And before we connect with this intelligence that is flowing through us, it's always easier to connect with something that we can see. So I invite you that whenever you pass through a garden or a road or a tree, just observe the details of that form. Just observe, what is the sound of the bird like? What are the details in a leaf like? What are the textures and patterns that are flowing in water, that are being created in water? How does a flame move? How do your own fingers move? Everything that we can see in its most unique expression is the ultimate intelligence of the cosmos itself. And this is what Goddess Saraswati symbolizes. And by connecting with this living intelligence within ourselves, we can invite this creativity that's a natural part of life into our lives as well. And it begins with appreciating and noticing the beauty that already exists. The way of Saraswati is the way of beauty. And she's showing herself to us, expressing herself to us all the time through all of these forms. Vasant Panchami is also the beginning of spring, a beautiful time in nature. As you're sitting, feeling connected to this presence, if you feel ready, you can open your eyes or you can just listen to me with your eyes closed, whatever feels comfortable. I'm going to talk a little bit about this practice and how we will be connecting with the field of Goddess Saraswati tomorrow. But today we will be receiving a glimpse of what a shamanic journey is. The shamanic journeying is an ancient sacred practice which is said to be originated from Siberia, Central Asia, a lot of parts of Africa, and many tribes in India as well. Shamanic journeying is a practice where, with the sound of the drums and voice, we enter into a really deep state of awareness, and in that state of awareness we are able to connect with this intelligence that we are talking about, with this field that connects everything that exists in this cosmos on this earth as one. When we are in this state of awareness, we may receive messages, guidance, healing, wisdom in the form of visions, in the form of felt sensations in our body, or sometimes it could also come out as sounds. We could also meet our ancestral guides. We could also meet divine guides and spiritual masters like Goddess Saraswati, who we'll be connecting with. It's a practice of experiencing oneness with everything. And in my experience, this practice has really allowed me to move beyond my thinking mind and access that deep intuition, that deep intuitive state, which is a part of all of us. And that is also what enables creativity and creation to come out through me. It has allowed me to really deeply enter into my body and come out of my mind, which is where I've spent most of my life, in my mind, thinking, analyzing. And yeah, and this is done through sound of the drum. It is done through intention setting. So we have a very clear intention that we'll be making a journey to today's intention. We'll be making a journey to see, feel, and experience the lower world. Now, lower world is a symbolic world of nature. In this world, we enter through a portal or a doorway or a transition point, which could be a tree, it could be a cave, it could be a hole in the surface of the earth. And we say this intention that I'm making a journey into the lower world to see, feel, and experience the lower world. And we just surrender to the sound of the drums. And we allow for what has to emerge through this. If you are a visual person, you may receive some visions. If you are a more felt sensing person, you may feel some sensations in your body. If you are a more of an auditory person, you could hear things. Very rarely people smell or taste things as well. If you are really tired, you can also enter into a deep state of sleep. So all experiences are valid, all experiences are welcome. And it's also about trusting that we will be shown or we will receive what we are meant to receive in this moment in time. The medicine will come to you in the way that you need. So today's journey is not about connecting with Goddess Saraswati, but today's journey is to prepare ourselves to experience this state so that tomorrow when we come for the session, we know how to navigate this unseen realm. I'm just going to take maybe a couple of minutes pause. If anyone has any questions around it, I would like to just take it right now about the process. You can just type it in the chat box if you'd like. Okay. Is it
Hi.
clear?
Yeah, I think Santosh has a question. Yeah, Santosh, you can ask.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So my question is that I came to know that tomorrow is a birthday of Saraswati. I just come across the message from one of the friend. So I before I ask him like the question, I thought to ask you that uh, how come the birthday of Saraswati? I don't think Saraswati is a personality. I think she's a god. So how come they are calculating the they're coming up with this birthday for the god? I just want to just curious to ask this. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry, please. The way I look at it is, it's a day of celebrating a field of energy. And whether any of these are personalities or not, I don't think so there's any way for me to know that for sure anyway. But for me, it's a day of celebrating what they symbolize. So for me, Goddess Saraswati symbolizes this creative intelligence that's a part of life, and it's a day that we are acknowledging and celebrating that. So that's how I look at it. Uh, Also, I just wanted to open this space to ask any questions about the shamanic journey, which we'll be getting into like in next 1 minute or so. If we
Mm.
have any questions around that, so that the process is clear, and any more questions we can take after the journey. Simita, I think this is good, right? We can just,
Yeah, absolutely.
okay.
I think Apurva had a question, so I'm just trying to unmute Apurva. Apurva, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hi, thank you so much. Hi, Kanupriya.
Right.
I wanted to ask you one thing. Like when you mentioned about the the spine that we have to look at the end of the our spinal cord.
Mhm.
So are we talking about the root chakra? Because I was reading about all these things, so I just wanted to ask you, do I have to imagine a particular color that is being mentioned in the books, or is it like, eh, I mean, is it a different color for everyone? Because when we do imagine, what comes in my mind is a gush of red color, maybe because I've read about it, that it's just coming out from the root chakra
Yeah.
towards my throat, but just till throat, it just vanishes, so I cannot see anything after that. So is it okay? I mean, am I on the right path?
It's absolutely okay, and red is the color for root chakra. However, today's practice was also just allowing for whatever is coming up. And if
Okay.
something is also maybe getting stuck under up until throat chakra, it's absolutely okay. It's a matter of sometimes some of the energy centers are more blocked than the others. Uh,
Okay.
there's no issue with
All
that.
right, thank you.
Okay,
Okay. And
thank you.
we have
Uh,
one last question from Devang, and then we can move ahead.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, Devang.
Hello, ma'am. Actually, I having some kind of negative energy with me. I'm feeling tired always, and laziness is there with me all the time. So, with someone I can remove that my negative energies and all.
With shamanism, a lot of stuck energies do get released. So the sound
Okay,
of the
that one
drum
I want to
works at a
release.
vibrational level, and a lot of things which are blocked in our bodies, it gets released. However, it's not like in one session everything is just gonna go away, but it's a great practice to stay connected to.
Actually, what happens? I after doing meditation, I'm getting that I feel that I am releasing my all energy, negative energy, but again it come back. So, what should I do to stop all this negative energy to come back to me and reduce
Devang,
the blockages and all?
is it okay if we take this question at the end of the session
Yeah,
once you
yeah,
have also
okay.
experienced this?
Yeah, okay, okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, I'm also mindful of time. So we are gonna jump into the session right away. We are gonna be doing a very short journey today. So if you all have blindfold and headphones, I would suggest that you wear your earphones, headphones. If not, that's okay. If you have a blindfold or anything to cover your eyes with, just do that. You can be seated, you can be lying down, whatever is comfortable for you. Just close your eyes and get comfortable. Before we enter the journey, we always open the sacred space. So invite Spirit of East, direction of new beginnings. Spirit of South, direction of inspiration. Spirit of West, direction of rest and renewal. Spirit of North, direction of our ancestors and guidance. Grandfather Sky, Grandmother Earth, and the soul that sits within our heart. I invite all the 5 elements of earth, water, fire, air, and ether to guide us, to protect us, and to hold us through this journey. May we receive the medicine that we are meant to receive. May we see, feel, and experience the lower world as it wishes to show us. May you stay calm and grounded through this journey. Aho. I invite you to visualize yourself walking into a deep forest. And as you keep walking, the forest becomes denser and denser. And you can see these tall trees all around you. Maybe you can hear some birds, maybe you can feel the wind. And there's a feeling of warmth as if the forest is inviting you to her. And you keep walking until you reach a point where there is an opening and you see your entry point. Maybe it's a tree that you have always felt connected to. Maybe it's a cave that's calling you out. Or maybe it's simply a hole in the surface of the earth that you're standing on. And you see yourself looking at it with curiosity. And you say this intention to yourself that I'm making a journey into the lower world to see, feel, and experience the lower world. Keep this intention in your heart one more time. I'm making a journey into the lower world to see, feel, and experience the lower world. And one more time, say this intention to your heart, into your mind's eye. I'm making a journey into the lower world to see, feel, and experience the lower world. Now, on the count of 3, you visualize yourself going to the trunk of the tree and down through the roots of the tree, or you can simply go into the cave or the hole and just simply surrender to the sound of the drums. 1, 2, 3. can find your way back from the same path that you entered. You can come back to your breath. And gently move your fingers, your toes. And open your eyes when you feel ready. Okay. This was a brief, very, very brief journey. Usually we do this journey for 20 to 25 minutes, but considering the time limitation, this was to give you a glimpse of how it is possible to connect. Some of you may have received some visions, some of you may have met some animal guides, some of you may have met some trees, plants, Saraswati, Shakti. I don't know, every experience is different for everyone. Or you may just be feeling like a deep sense of relaxation. In tomorrow's journey, we will be making a journey to connect with Goddess Saraswati and ask for her guidance to bring in this creative force, this creativity into our lives, and how do we integrate into our day-to-day lives. So yeah, I will not be speaking more about this. If you have any specific questions about maybe tomorrow's session, or Smita, I don't know, guide me. How do I kind of approach this Q&A?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much, Kanupriya, for such a beautiful session. Before I go ahead and address everyone, I think Pooja has a question. Pooja, you can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, hi Kanupriya. This was my first time that I went through something. First of all, it was little it's my opinion, like what I experienced is a little scary. So normally a person who is into meditation, or it's like there's a soothing or a calm, it was very contradictory. So first, like I imagined whatever you mentioned, but it was not a cave or a tree, or for me it was a forest, but it was an open gate that I opened and I went. I just don't know what it means and all that. Then I experienced myself, I was in the cave sitting. It was little scary, the kind of whatever that was, the sound or whatever. It was like just, a little child was scared or something like that. But I kept my calm. I was sitting very calmly and taking name of Saraswati or Ganesha. And in that moment, when the sound became very extreme, I was feeling very nauseatic. Something I was feeling. I don't know what it did to me. I don't know what is this. It was my first experience. I was feeling very nauseatic, and something very uncomfortable inside. I just wanted कि ये कब खत्म हो रहा है. But mentally I was calm. I was sitting like in a very calmer position there, and I was just breathing and taking name, and then. But I don't know why I was feeling very nauseatic. So can you please explain what it did to me and what was this exactly?
Absolutely. Thank you, Pooja. So what happens in this is that we enter into our subconscious, where our stored emotions and stored energies are. And a lot of times sometimes our fears, our wounds, our trauma that we don't face, sometimes these things also can come to the surface.
Correct.
And it comes up as felt sensations in our body. But at any point, you would also notice that your mind is calm, as you mentioned. And you would feel that presence of something that is keeping you safe and aware also. So both happen hand in hand. And this practice actually allows us to move through some of our deepest fears, deepest stored emotions and trauma.
Yeah, because right now I'm just feeling too heavy in my head. Like initially, for going through I slept also, to be very frank. So initially, and then at the time when you started this, I was awake, and then like I don't know, it was just like something na पेट में गुड़गुड़ होता है exam के पहले. Something was happening to me when entire process was there, and पूरे throughout my like whatever that time, I was feeling कि I will vomit. I
Hmm.
I just felt that. So what it means, like,
It's a release. It's a release.
it's a release.
It's some energetic release that has happened. I recommend,
So up.
yeah, I recommend that, and that drink a lot of water, and if possible, just take a bath with salt water, or just dip your feet in like a pink salt, rock salt in warm water.
Today?
Yeah.
Today only, because I think it's Thursday, and like I don't believe in doing salting on Thursdays. So I'm not sure.
Okay, then just drink lots of water and just rest. And
Okay.
whatever came up for you, maybe just journal a little bit.
Okay.
Some insights may also come from there. And
Okay.
tomorrow morning, then you can do a salt water bath.
I'll do that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful, Kanupriya. Thank you so much for this beautiful practice today. And thank you everyone for joining us on this space today. Today's session was a free introduction to give you a taste of the main practice that's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow, Kanupriya will lead us for the full 75-minute session on creative living with Ma Saraswati, where we will go much more deeper with the extended practice, live Q&A, and a recording that you will be able to revisit later as well. So make sure that you tap on the link which is shared on the chat box right now, because it's a transformative live session designed to help you awaken your inner wisdom, intuition, and creative expression. You can discover how the energy of Ma Saraswati, the embodiment of knowledge, creativity, and clarity, can support you in bringing more ease, inspiration, and purpose into your everyday life. This session is happening tomorrow at same time, 4 p.m. The link of the registration is already shared on the chat box. So just tap on the link and save yourself a spot for this beautiful session tomorrow, and continue on the journey that you just witnessed today, for like a teaser that you witnessed today. You can continue it tomorrow. Unfortunately, due to shortage of time, we won't be able to take any more questions, Devang. Kanupriya, any last thoughts about the session tomorrow? What can everybody expect?
Um, Tomorrow's session would be more focused, and we will be journeying with Ma Saraswati. So you may feel a lot more comforting, guided presence. Also, just whoever would be joining for tomorrow, I request you to bring some flowers as a way to kind of just create set your own altar. Come with a headphone or earphone for a clearer experience and a blindfold. Just these are the few guidelines, and yeah, that's about it. Thank you so
Perfect.
much.
Thank
I
you so
really,
much.
really enjoyed hosting this session as well. Thank you,
Thank
Simita.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kanupriya. And while I have all of you here with me, I would like to draw your attention to another beautiful session that's happening also for free tomorrow with Sirat Kaur Marwa for Manifest with Zero Effort. It's a live session where you will learn how to anchor your desires into clarity, intention, and subconscious alignment. This is Sirat brings astrology, spiritual insight, and guided intention techniques to help you understand how your beliefs, subconscious blocks, and energy influence what you attract. So manifestation becomes a natural and a confident process. This session, like I said, is also free. We've shared the link of joining that session tomorrow. This session is happening tomorrow in the morning at 10:30 a.m. So make sure that you join in that session as well, and see what Seerath has to offer, and maybe it can aid into your journey that you started all today. Once again, thank you everyone for joining me today. I hope to see you all tomorrow for both the beautiful sessions that are happening, one at 10:30 a.m. and one at 4 p.m. In the meantime, I hope you all have a beautiful evening ahead and a peaceful sleep.